Welcome to Historic Coin, the channel where history is not just told, but brought to life through the stories of remarkable coins from around the world. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1987 British one-penny coin, a small yet powerful piece of history that holds far more significance than its face value suggests. This is not just a coin. It's a window into Britain's cultural, political, and economic journey in the late 20th century. If you think a penny is just a penny, think again. By the end of this video, you will see why even such a small denomination can captivate collectors, historians, and everyday people alike. Stay with me till the end, because we will uncover its design secrets, historical context, and even the tiny details you might have missed when holding one in your hand. This journey is packed with insights you won't find anywhere else, so let's begin. The historical context of the 1987 penny. The year 1987 was an interesting time in British history. Margaret Thatcher was in her third term as Prime Minister. The Cold War was still a reality, and the UK economy was experiencing both challenges and growth. The 1987 one-penny coin was part of the decimal currency system introduced in 1971, replacing the old pre-decimal penny. While its purchasing power in 1987 was modest, the coin represented stability and familiarity in the nation's pockets. Unlike earlier pennies made of bronze since 1971, the 1987 version continued in this tradition, with its warm, reddish-brown hue that is instantly recognizable. Even though it was mass-produced for everyday use, it is now becoming more sought after among collectors who value coins from the late 20th century as nostalgic artifacts. This was a coin you could find in markets, bus stations, and pub counters, quietly serving millions without fanfare. The obverse. Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on the obverse, the 1987 one. Penny features the dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf. This was the third definitive portrait of the Queen used on British coins, first appearing in 1985 and lasting until 1997. In this design, the Queen wears the George IV state diadem, a crown adorned with diamonds and pearls, giving the coin a regal yet approachable appearance. Her profile faces right, following a tradition on British coinage, where monarchs alternate their facing direction with each succession. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II de Greg, Fad 1987, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This side of the coin is not only about currency, it's a snapshot of monarchy, tradition, and national pride. The fine detailing of her hair, jewelry, and expression makes the obverse a miniature work of art in itself. The reverse. The crowned portcullis. The reverse of the 1987 one-penny showcases the famous crowned portcullis design created by Christopher Ironside. The portcullis, a heavy iron gate traditionally used to defend castles and fortresses, symbolizes strength and protection. This specific design also has strong connections to the Palace of Westminster, making it a powerful emblem of Britain's parliamentary democracy. The crown above the portcullis reinforces the unity of monarchy and government, while the chains hanging on both sides give it a balanced, symmetrical elegance. The words "one penny" arc gracefully along the top, with the numeral 1 positioned at the bottom. This reverse design had been in use since the decimal penny's introduction in 1971 and became one of the most recognizable symbols on British coinage. For everyday Britons, it was a familiar and comforting sight in their change. The designer, Christopher Ironside's legacy. Christopher Ironside, the man behind the reverse design, was one of Britain's most respected coin designers. His work on the decimal coinage series brought a fresh yet timeless aesthetic to British coins. The crowned portcullis was not just a random choice. It was deeply rooted in history as the symbol has been associated with the British Parliament for centuries. Ironside's design struck a perfect balance between modern simplicity and historical gravitas, ensuring that the coin would be relevant for decades. His work is celebrated not only in the UK, but also in various Commonwealth countries where his designs appeared. The fact that his reverse design lasted for decades without major alteration is a testament to its enduring appeal and symbolic strength. Collectors today often admire the precision and thoughtfulness that Ironside poured into each element of his work. Metal composition and specifications. The 1987 one penny was made of bronze, an alloy consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. This composition gave the coin its distinct reddish-brown color, which would gradually darken with circulation and age. It weighed 3.56 grams and measured 20.3 millimeters in diameter, with a thickness of 1.52 millimeters. The coin had a plain edge, making it smooth to the touch. While these specifications might seem purely technical, they were carefully chosen to balance durability with cost-effectiveness. Bronze coins were sturdy enough to last for decades without excessive wear, and their metal value was lower than their face value, ensuring that production remained economically viable for the Royal Mint. For coin enthusiasts, such technical details add another layer of appreciation for the craftsmanship behind each piece. The Royal Mint's production. In 1987, the Royal Mint was operating at full capacity, producing not only domestic coins, but also currency for other nations. The one penny was struck in large quantities, making it a common sight in everyday transactions. However, the mintage numbers for specific years like 1987 are still of interest to collectors who track production trends over time. The Royal Mint's quality control ensured that even mass-produced coins like the penny maintained sharp details and consistent quality. Proof versions were also produced for collectors, featuring mirror-like fields and frosted designs that made the coin's artwork stand out beautifully. These proof coins, often housed in special presentation cases, remain highly desirable today and fetch higher prices than their circulated counterparts. Circulation and everyday use. In 1987, the penny was still an essential part of everyday commerce in the UK. It was used for small purchases, vending machines, and as change for larger transactions. While individually it held little value, combined with other coins it played a vital role in cash-based economies. Children often collected pennies in jars, while charity boxes in shops and churches frequently filled with them. Its widespread use meant that almost every Briton had handled hundreds of these coins in their lifetime. This deep integration into daily life is part of what makes the 1987 penny a nostalgic keepsake today. It's a reminder of simpler times, when coins clinked in pockets and cash was king. The penny in the decimal era. The decimalization of British currency in 1971 marked a significant change in the nation's monetary system, and the penny became a key part of this new era. The 1987 issue carried forward the legacy of this transition, serving as a bridge between the traditional and the modern. For older generations, the new penny was a symbol of adaptation, while for younger people it was simply the way things had always been. By the late 1980s, decimal coins were fully integrated into British life, and the penny had established its place as a trusted and familiar denomination. It was a coin that, while small in value, represented the success of one of the biggest currency overhauls in British history. Collectability and value. Today, the 1987 British one penny is relatively easy to find in circulated condition, but uncirculated and proof examples are more sought after. While its face value remains one penny, its worth to collectors depends on condition, rarity of specific varieties, and whether it's part of a complete year set. High-grade specimens with no wear and vibrant original luster can command a premium, especially among those completing date runs of British pennies. Proof coins from 1987, housed in official Royal Mint packaging, are especially popular for their sharp details and mirror-like finish. Though it may not make you rich, the coin's charm lies in its history and the stories it carries from the hands it once passed through. A symbol of British heritage. Beyond its monetary role, the 1987 penny stands as a symbol of British heritage. Its designs, the monarch on one side, the crowned portcullis on the other, capture the essence of a nation where tradition and governance go hand in hand. It's a coin that reflects stability in a changing world, a small piece of metal that has witnessed countless daily interactions. Whether you view it as a collector, a historian, or simply someone who remembers using it in everyday life, the penny has a way of connecting people to the past. It's a reminder that even the smallest things can carry the weight of history. As we've seen today, the 1987 British one-penny coin is much more than a tiny piece of change. It is a blend of artistry, history, and cultural identity, a coin that played a vital role in the lives of millions. From its elegant designs by Raphael Maklouf and Christopher Ironside, to its sturdy bronze composition and role in the decimal system, every aspect of this coin tells a story. On Historic Coin, we believe every coin has a voice, and the 1987 penny speaks volumes about Britain in the late 20th century. So next time you come across one, take a moment to appreciate the journey it has made. From the Royal Mint's presses to the countless pockets, purses, and tills across the UK. In the end, it's not just currency, it's history you can hold in your hand.